Okay, hi guys. So I'm gonna do another video. Just a little kind of what these videos, just kind of what's going on with the videos, my blog and stuff like that. So first off, I've been like trying to figure out like editing, and the thing is, it's just like it's just become really time consuming and really distracting, and I think it's more important for me to like get the videos out and to actually just kind of be real and share what's on your heart, what God has put on my heart and stuff like that. So I'm probably not going to spend a lot of time editing and stuff. I'm gonna just kind of speak from my heart. So that's that. I've started posting some like regular things on my my blog again, so like your typical written posts. So if you guys hadn't seen that, I think I was becoming so consumed with the videos that it was taking up like all my time and energy, and I wasn't actually like writing things down. And the whole point of the videos was to still like continue like that conversation, but in a way that fits better than writing it down. It's faster and easier for me to pop out my phone and do a recording, a video, than always taking time to write something and edit it. And with dyslexia, like it's a long process for me when I write things. So this was kind of just a little bit easier. So I'm getting back to that. Plus, I think like there's so much in life these days where like we put our best face forward, which there's nothing wrong with that. But I mean, we edit things, we edit photos like crazy. We edit our hearts and stuff. And so I think there's something to be said with just being like genuine. So, sorry if my videos are super long or not like nicely put together. I'm not doing this to like make money or get a huge following or crowd or anything. It's honestly just because God's put it on my heart, and I've gone through a lot of stuff, and I have like a story to share. And so that's honestly why I'm doing it, is because I just want to be able to like share my story. And so I think I'm going to just kind of explain a little bit more about the videos in my blog and stuff like that. It's when I think it's because like it's so easy in our day and age to feel really alone. And there's a lot of argument of like media and social media and stuff like that excuse me, makes like the problem of like loneliness like worse. And I do agree with that. I do think we're not as good with like connecting with people and reaching out. And that's definitely something, like, I think there's a desire for community, and that's good, and we need to reach out and be in community. And I mean, if you've listened to any of my videos or know me, like, that's something I've definitely like learned and I'm growing in for sure, is that sense of community and like balance of being with people and connecting with people, like genuinely connecting with people, and not just, just surface connecting, but actually like being willing to trust and to drop walls and stuff like that. So anyway, but at the same time, I think if you're either in a place where it's too scary to really be genuinely like connected, or you feel like you've bought into the lies that you feel like you're alone and you're the only one in a circumstance, it's easy, I think, to try to reach out somewhere and anywhere. And I know like even when I was in high school, before like the internet was as big as it is now and social media was barely a thing, like we had MySpace, we didn't even have Facebook. So we definitely didn't have like Instagram and Twitter and all those things. I think it's even more of a go-to now to like go to those things. So my hope is just to be able to be like, to be a light and to just be there, to, even if it's just for like one person, just to connect with one person and let them know that they're not alone. I know that was super important in my life Because I first like turned to the internet and I got sucked into the not good part of the internet, and talking to people I should not be talking, and having conversations that ultimately almost completely destroyed my life. And so I think, but at the same time, like, God also used media and just different articles or blogs or things that I would come across to help me realize that I wasn't alone, and that that he still loved me and he still cared for me. He used face-to-face like people too, not just that, but he used a multitude of different ways. Like, I could write a book. It's crazy. It's so good. Like, God is amazing. So anyway, so it's just like, even if it just is for one person and it just reaches one person and they know that they're not alone and they're not like the only person who's either struggled with depression, or I don't know, maybe they've been looking for like acceptance and somebody to listen to them, and they got sucked into the scary like online chat world that I had gotten sucked into when I was in high school. And so now maybe they feel trapped and they feel like they can't get out and nobody can understand them and no one can love them. So if that video is like, if these videos in my blog are just for that person, then I'm okay with that. Just for them to know that there is hope and there's a God who sees them and there's a God who loves them, no matter what they think they've done, no matter how they feel they've messed up or the choices that they've made, that you can turn around. Like, God can help you out of that. I'm learning how to share a little bit more of that and stuff, because that is a huge part of my story, of the fact of how like God rescued me out of that, because oh man, I was a train wreck. And so I think that's part of it for me too, is like, I feel like it's a part of me showing how God has redeemed me, and specifically like using things that the enemy used for evil, like now being able to use it for good. So like the first kind of blog thing that I ever had was definitely not godly, and it was something that I am very glad that format is not even around anymore. Like, that whole website it was on is toast, it's gone, because I was a very different person. I was a very hurting and a very lost person, very angry at God person back then, and was just super, like, thought my only value was with guys and relationships and stuff. And so I was just super wrapped up in that, like super boy crazy. And so I think part of it is like learning to turn that around and be like, hey, like I can have a blog and use it for God's glory and to show like what he's done in my life and what he is doing in my life. And, hopefully my prayer is that it reaches at least like one person in the process. So they're gonna be, these videos, they're gonna be a little bit more raw, they're gonna be real. There's not gonna be a lot of editing, because I think that's important, and I think that's important for even if it's just one person, one or two people watching this, I think it's important. But I also think it's important as a part of like my healing, of like learning to be okay and comfortable in my own skin, and not having to like edit the heck out of things and put something forward that's not me. I did that my whole life. I've always put forward a person that I thought people wanted me to be. I've always been the person that I was told to be, or that I thought people wanted me to be, whether it was guys or just even like friends that I was around. So I'm in this cool journey of learning to just be me and be okay with being me and who God has created me to be. And that means I'm a little awkward sometimes and I ramble. And I sometimes have plans and then I throw the plans out the window. But it's who I am. It's who God's made me to be. And so that's what's going on. That's what's up. Yeah, so just keep checking in. I'll be posting, you know, like traditional posts, and some will be longer, some will be shorter. But it's just, there's something healing and learning to tell your story. And like I said, my hope and my prayer is that not only is it just for, you know, to help me grow, but if it just reaches one person and helps them know that they're not alone, and that they're not the only person on the planet that is struggling with whatever they're struggling with, then, and just being another voice out there for God's glory and what God can do, then I'm cool with that. So anyway, that's what I got. Thank you for listening to me ramble. Please continue to listen to me ramble. I have a YouTube channel, so if you're not watching this on YouTube and you're watching on my blog, you can check out the YouTube channel. I believe it is linked. I should probably check that and make sure that is actually linked. But if not, yeah, you can keep checking in on my blog. Talk to you guys later. Bye.